Welcome to this outlook for the upcoming winter season. My name is Mark O'Malley with the National Weather Service in Phoenix. As we discussed in the El Nino Outlook video, sea surface temperatures have been warming across the equatorial Pacific since March. However, there have been several large temperature fluctuations in the Nino 3.4 region over the past 7 months. And to this point, an established El Nino phase with full coupling of the ocean and the atmosphere has not yet materialized. We do expect an El Nino phase to become established in the next couple months, but the most likely outcome is only for a weak event, which has little predictable influence on the weather in the southwest United States. With only a weak El Nino and not much that can be determined readily from that climate variable, where else can we look? One possibility may be the Pacifico-Decadal Oscillation, which is a longer-term measure of sea surface temperatures throughout the central and northern Pacific. During the warm phase, warmer than average water hugs the North American coast, while cooler water sits in the north-central Pacific. This positive phase has historically led to wetter than average winter conditions in Arizona. The opposite negative phase, which typically leads to drier winter weather, has cooler water along the coastline with warmer water in the central Pacific. Over the past several years, and really for the majority of the last decade, the Pacific Decadal Oscillation has been solidly in negative territory. Not surprisingly, winters in Arizona have been drier more often than not, which has been a contributing factor to the long-term drought in this state. However, recently this year, the Pacific Decadal measure has turned positive. If we look at the Pacific Ocean temperature anomalies last November, it was very much the classic negative phase. This was likely one of the factors that aided in a dry winter last year. Now, looking at the same graphic for this November, there's been a definite shift bringing warmer waters to the immediate coast, while cooler water has settled into the central Pacific. That is a shift towards the positive phase of the Pacific Decadal Oscillation. There's no way to tell whether this will be a prolonged shift in this oscillation, but this may be one of the factors that could help yield a wetter than normal winter for Arizona. So the official outlook from the Climate Prediction Center incorporates numerous dynamic climate models which take into account many of the Pacific Ocean temperature data that we looked at earlier. The outlook indicates near equal chance for above, below, or near normal temperatures this winter. The odds for cooler than normal weather increase to the east of Arizona, while the odds for a warmer than average winter are better to the northwest of Arizona. This outlook also depicts slightly better odds that the winter will be wetter than normal across Arizona. Now this graph only suggests probabilities, and a 40 to 45% chance of being wetter than average still leaves a 20 to 27% chance that the area will be drier than normal this year. So in summary, there's nearly a 60% chance of El Nino development this year, with the most likely outcome being a weak El Nino event. Unfortunately, weak El Nino events have little predictable influence on winter weather in Arizona. So we've been watching a shift in water temperatures across the North Pacific that may lead to a prolonged phase of the Pacific Decadal Oscillation. This could be a player in the winter weather across Arizona, with historical positive warm events correlated with wetter than normal winters. Overall, the odds are shifted slightly towards a wetter winter, with no definite climate signal existing with respect to temperatures. Thank you for listening to this outlook. You can always find the National Weather Service from Phoenix online at the addresses given here.